Hey everybody, I'm Evan Hammonds for bloodhorse.com and welcome to After the Wire, which is brought to you by EquiAid, the makers of Bodybuilder and other fine natural products. It was a big weekend at Gulfstream with two major Grade 1 races and two major Grade 1 outcomes. Let's get right to it. Now, heading into the Donn Handicap with the likes of 8-year-old Pool Play, 7-year-old Flat Out, and 6-year-old Citrus Kid, it looked like we were heading for a replay of the old Geezers at Caesars prize fight between Jerry Cooney and George Foreman back in 1990. However, it was the younger generation that landed the trifecta in the Donn. 4-year-old Graydar, breaking from post 4, got the lead, threw a 4-horse scrum to the first turn. It was something that trainer Todd Pletcher was hoping for, and from there, it's essentially over. Now, speed is always key at Gulfstream, and once jockey Martin Pedroza backed off the gas on Ultimate Eagle into the first turn, Graydar was left to his own devices under Edgar Prado. Now, he did set solid fractions of 46 and 4 for the opening half and 110 and 2 for the 6 furlongs, but he was unpressured. A Grade 1 caliber horse should be able to handle it, and Graydar proved in just his 4th career start that he is a Grade 1 caliber horse. Now, in the stretch, he had plenty left in the tank, and while his final 8th was only a so-so 12 and 4, it's a lot easier to get the job done when you have a 3-length lead at the 8th pole. Now, we really liked the way Bourbon Courage closed from 6th to get 2nd, and we weren't too discouraged by Take Charge Indy's effort to get 3rd. It's an important race, but it's still early in the year. It's only February. Now, congratulations go to Twin Creeks Racing, who just missed in the race last year with Mission Impassable, and to TaylorMade Stallions as Graydar became stakes winner number 100 for Unbridled Song. Now, earlier on the card was perhaps a race more anticipated than the Donn. That was Point of Entry versus Animal Kingdom in the Kitten's Joy Gulfstream Park Turf Handicap. It didn't disappoint. Things got interesting, really interesting early on here. Now, down the backstretch of the 9-furlong turf test, Salto was cruising along on the lead through a 25 flat opening quarter and a 50 and 2 half, with Point of Entry nestled right in 2nd place. Now, Animal Kingdom had a nice ground-saving trip, and then he and jockey Joel Rosario took off. They threaded the needle, then skimmed the fence for the lead in a 3rd quarter in an insane 22 and 3. Point of Entry and John Velasquez didn't waver, and in fact, they stuck with the 2011 Kentucky Derby winner as they threw down another sub-23 quarter. Now, let's break this down. The first half of a mile went in 50 and 2. The second half mile was in 45 and 1. Now, with a slightly wider trip, Point of Entry wears down Animal Kingdom to win by a length and a quarter in 147 flat. Now, we'll admit we had our doubts about Point of Entry a year ago, but we have no more after the son of Dynaformer's display of speed, class, and courage. That was clearly the race of the weekend. Now, our condolences go to the family of trainer Herb Stevens, who died Saturday at the age of 96. He trained Rock Hill native to a championship in 1979 and to the Kentucky Derby in 1980. And while he may not have had the horses later on in the career, he could always be found around Keeneland day in and day out. A familiar sight was Stevens behind the wheel of his big old station wagon on Versailles Road, turning into Rice Road entrance of Keeneland. The gruff horseman was the epitome of a Kentucky hard boot. I'd like to thank everybody for watching After the Wire for bloodhorse.com. I'm Evan Hammonds. Come on back next week.